Video redo part 2. The reason being I called Irma Irene, so I want to make it clear that we're talking about Irma here. You know, I was thinking about Irene earlier, and I knew that was going to happen as soon as it got into the old gray matter. So we're talking Irma in the forecast. As a matter of fact, the latest update holds Irma as a Category 4, and we watched her make landfall in the lower Keys. And when you look at the entire core that was coming through the eye wall, and to call it a weaker side is almost oxymoronic because it's still a Category 4, but the weaker side was at the Keys. The stronger side was up around Big Pine Island. If you're familiar with that area, the No Name Pub, it's going to be those islands in south that are going to bear the brunt here. And even locally, we're going to see these winds continuing to increase, and it's the combination of the wind and the wind-driven rain that will bring about power outages. And let me back up just to a train of thought here since we were talking about Key West. Key West, the anemometer, the wind device, is offline right now, and chances are it may stay that way. And the reason being, after a 94-mile-an-hour wind gust, we've yet to get any more reports. Wind-driven rain continues to push into the area, and as it saturates the ground, it is likely to lead to power outages. Some areas, 95 and out to the coastal zones, widespread, becoming scattered 95 and moving inland. Let's go zone by zone, bringing Clay County into the mix here. St. Johns and Duval, Nassau County. Storm surge risk reduced. Tornadic risk remains high, and lots of rain yet to go. The highest storm surge risk will be into southeast Georgia along those Golden Isles. Our forecast here for the coastal zones, and Putnam, you're included in that. Storm surge, risk of tornadic activity, and rainfall. And well inland, some of the strongest winds closer to that 75 corridor where they could easily top the hurricane force. So we're talking 75 to 80 plus mile an hour gusts expected. They're temporary winds. The sustained winds are still going to be into the tropical storm force strength. 70s with big wind in the mix, and the Weather Authority alert day continues through Monday. It's the overnight hours tonight, late tonight, early tomorrow morning, where Hurricane Irma will continue to move from the south to the north and hang just along the Gulf Coast, where now we're watching the Gulf Coast for what could be potentially some of the strongest storm surge. As the system lifts to the north, so we're talking about the lunch hour and beyond, some dry air gets pulled into the system. We will get to some partly cloudy skies on Tuesday. Showers will be limited, a little bit more extensive though over the course of the work week, as we will be going through damage surveys and the cleanup as we continue to track major hurricane, Category 4, Irma. That's your forecast on Alexa and on the World Wide Web at newsforjax.com.